Exclamation everybody, and welcome back to Soul Zero. I'm continuing the tutorial here. If you did not see part 1 of the tutorial, you may want to look at that unless you have already gotten through the initial steps for your first 4 colonists, in which case welcome. First order of business, I need some power because we are low again on the power situation, so let us put another solar panel down. As you can see, we're down to 2 kilowatt hours. Everything is very power hungry. Every segment here takes a little bit of power to keep going, even when there's no oxygen in there. This I'm using as a little offshoot area, so I'd like to build a... Let's see if I can get another straight hallway here, if it will let me. No, I guess not. I guess not. Can I build anything there? Well, let me build like a greenhouse or something. Yes. Okay. As long as well, actually, I wonder if I can get a 4-way hallway in there. Okay, that's weird. I sort of can. Let me see if I come at it from a different direction, maybe I can get the hallway. Ah, there we go. I'm ever so slightly bending the rules of the game here in order to get around the fact that I have so little space. And as you can see, the solar panels, as they collect dust, they become less efficient. Let me have him go repair that while he's at it. All right, now that we've got a little offshoot here, I'm going to do a 4-way intersection. We need colonists. So I'd like to get another habitat going. I don't want to put a habitat here because I know putting a habitat next to an oxygen generator, well, first of all, you can't do it, and second of all, it makes the oxygen generator mess up, and that is the last thing I want right now. So let's put a 4-way hallway right there and see what that gets us. And then, as you can see, we do have a slight drain on our resources for it. We're not producing quite enough water to satisfy the needs of the colony. We can fix that soon, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment. But it is something that can be readily fixed. And actually, honestly, there's an easy way and there's a slightly less easy way, but you'll see what I mean in a little bit. So our offshoot will come up this way. So what I'm going to do is down here, I'm going to put first of all, I want to put another oxygen generator over here. I think that will work. I think that will work. We'll see in a moment. But yeah, let's build a oxygen generator this way. See what happens. Hopefully it just works out fine. I'm hoping. Because we are extending, we are getting to the limits of some of these oxygens here. Now, there's probably enough going in here, but I am pretty paranoid about the oxygen generators because they do catch on fire pretty quickly when stuff starts going belly up as far as the station goes. As far as the colony goes, when it goes belly up, things happen very quickly, and they're usually with the oxygen generator that bad things happen. Let's put a habitat now over here. See, this is a bad. That's a really bad design, actually. That's a really bad design because my guys won't be able to get in and repair these oxygen generators so easily. So instead, we're going to build the habitat on this side. That might be a little bit better. Just a little bit. This is fully emptied, and we have enough methane to refuel it. So let's do that and launch him. Let's clear the launch pad so we can get another launch up here as needed. All right, because the next time around, if everything goes well, we're going to bring up some more colonists, and then I will be able to build a geology lab and biology lab. More importantly, the biology lab, because we'll need the food that will produce for us. So let's open that up so we get the beds out of it, and I'll put a straight hallway over here so I don't accidentally put something next to that oxygen generator. Just for my own benefit. And then from here we can also have sort of another offshoot if I need it. In fact, I could... This is where I get a little bit ahead of myself and it starts complaining about not having enough colonists, is when I start building these offshoots. Right now we don't have the caution symbol, but it will be... I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones, and I'm going to put one of these down and it's going to go, now you don't have enough colonists for the colony. So these are all oxygenated, so I'll open that up to the main traffic area so that we're good to go. Alright, we got 6 more beds. Excellent. I think we're good there. Alright, I'm just going to leave this the way it is. And we're going to get another launch up here, and then that will be with our colonists plus other things. So let's do that now. Alright, so we need this guy, and we need 4 more colonists. And I'd like to get another forklift would be nice, because having multiples always helps quite a bit. I don't want to overdo it, but let's get another forklift up here. Let's get this guy, because we need to start moving things out of the way. And I'll top it off with as many supplies as I can put on there, which is just 2 crates. And here we go. Alright, so right away the problem we're going to have is I'm not producing enough food for these guys. And our power is kind of low again. So let's grab our astronauts. And let's build another solar panel, which is going to already pull into my already dwindling supplies here. Let's deploy this guy as well and have him automate. And we'll deploy this guy and move him out here just for the time being. I guess I really didn't need him quite as much as I thought I did. So yeah, our food is going down quite readily, as well as our water supply. So I'm going to want to... Let's build I want another water cryo tank right now. And we can put that over here, I would say. Yeah, right there, we'll say. 'Cause there's some ice over there. Now I could do a recycling facility around this, but for right now I'm just going to do this because we can always use the extra storage that it provides. And also I'm not sure that the cryo tanks, I'm not sure if that counts against your colony size or not. Not entirely sure. I know the recyclers do, because every time I put a recycler down, it generally starts to mess me up with not having enough colonists. But I'm not sure about the tank itself. And up here we've got this guy. I need you to come over and start getting me some gypsum. So we're going to need another supply run, because I didn't bring enough supplies this time around, which is not good. I knew I wasn't bringing enough with me, but I thought maybe I could scrape by here. I do want to... We need food desperately. Let's see if I can... how much does this take? This takes 4, right? Which is about all I have left. No, I don't even have... yeah, okay, that takes 4. So put this up here. We'll put this refinery up here. And hope that I have enough for it. And it's going to be a close one. I don't think we're going to get enough. I don't think we're going to produce enough food. I think we're going to lose a bunch of colonists here. Which sucks, because that will be a challenge that I won't meet. Which I always have problems meeting the challenge of not having any colonists die. Even with the... having that problem even with the disasters turned off, which is rather hilarious. Alright, so he's done that. You come down here again, please. And repair these solar panels, because we need all the power we can get. And I don't think the recycler... I don't think that takes power. I think it has its own power supply, but I could be wrong on that. Who knows? Or the refinery, I should say. But the reason I need him is because we need to... actually, I need this guy to move over and mine some more things. We're going to need him to process the ore that the miner has picked up there. Alright. Today, alright, 4 supplies. Alright, my astronaut has repaired that. And solar panels need repair. Hopefully he's doing that. Yep. Alright, 91 kilograms. Yeah, yeah, that was a mistake on my part. We're gonna lose a bunch of colonists here. In fact, we're gonna lose all our colonists. All of our colonists are going to die because I made a mistake. I should have brought food up, and I didn't. I did not, and we don't have enough power because that does take power. Awesome. Awesome, and there's no supplies available. So, yeah. This is what happens. You quite easily get boned. quite easily. If you're not paying attention, or if you try to extend yourself too much. No, you come down here and repair this, please. But yeah. And we're gonna start losing food to the fact that we don't have enough power as well, I think. I could demolish these 2 segments here, which would give me some power back. But we're not going to have enough food anyway. We've just run out of food, so everybody's going to die. Which sucks. But them's the breaks. Yep, here our colonists are dying now. And can't make it to the next sol before that. And methane's boiling off. Right. And the problem is I don't have enough methane to refuel this guy either. So that's going to be fun. So we're going to have to do it piecemeal as far as the supplies go. We're going to have to use a smaller rocket because I can't generate enough methane in the time needed to get this going. So unfortunately, that is the way. Them's the breaks, my friends. Them's the breaks. Although we are getting very close here. Can I do it in time? Is it possible for me to get this launch off? Yep, here we go. All right, so we only lost 1 colonist, I think, which is fantastic because we still have 8 there. So I think we have enough to still build our biology lab and stuff, I think. So we need all the food that I can get on here. This is the small rocket. And we might as well top it off with water as well. Well, I don't need that much. Let's just get 100 on there and get as many supply crates as I can. 8. Alright. 8 crates will be enough right now to at least make another solar panel. Alright. Let's see if we can Operation Save this colony that I'm supposed to be the tutorial for. Alright, our rocket has arrived. And let us build a solar panel right here as soon as we can. This has 8 supplies on it. We have replenished our food and water for the moment. Although we'll start to lose it because of the lack of power. But hopefully this guy will finish that for me. Hopefully. There we go. Alright. We may have just saved the colony right there, my friends. Just saved the colony. So let's grab this supply crate. And yeah, we're still low on power, which is not ideal. But let's see if I can build. No, I can't, because the astronaut does not count as a colonist, because I lost that 1 colonist. So unfortunately, we have suffered a setback here where I can't do the biology or geology lab because I lost that 1 colonist. The astronaut doesn't count as population, so that's unfortunate. But I had a feeling that would be the case. Right now, the more important thing is that we clear this launch pad so I can get colonists up here. And as you can see, now we lost that bonus on the fuel, so now it takes 1,600 liters of methane to get that going. In the meantime, we can build another solar panel because it's going to be necessary. It's just the way it is. Alright, and we can continue to refine some ores. And this is shaping up to be a how not to play Soul Zero game episode here. But that is the way things go. Sometimes I am not immune to overextending my colony. You do really have to play conservatively initially. This is not one of those games where you can kind of just you know, forge ahead and not think about it. Sometimes you just got to be ultra conservative in your dealings. And I've tried several attempts along the way to and now I can say tell this guy to return to the refinery so we can actually get those into our inventory. I've tried numerous occasions to get it so that I can, you know, only build a colony with 5 launches, or only build a colony with 6 launches, and I've never been successful yet. Not yet. I'm hoping someday I'll actually be good enough at this that would be something that I can actually accomplish. All right, we can now refuel this guy. Well, 439, 432, 436. We're making water, but it's not actually going up by too much. Okay, so what we're gonna do, even though this cryo tank is over here, it's not helping as much as I would like. It's 17 milliliters per minute, so you would think it would be helping, but it's not really. There's enough of a drain on it that it's not really helping that much, and our food supply is still being drained here, which I forgot about. Let's put a temporary greenhouse down over here, which is not going to help too much, but it might stave it off for a little bit, maybe. I'm gonna need two greenhouses. Let's put that there, and let's have this guy build another greenhouse right there, just temporarily, just so that we can do this, which I don't have enough supplies for. Do I? Oh yeah, I do have enough. Hopefully I'll have enough. Let's open this up to oxygen. Don't forget. Oh, we're down to 0. Damn. I didn't notice that. And now we're going to lose more colonists. Crap, man. Alright, let's refuel and launch this guy because we need colonists up here big time. And there we go. Another colonist died of starvation. And I don't have enough supplies to finish this, do I? Well, hell. Well, now we have enough food because the colonist died of starvation. Well, no, not quite. Now we have enough food. Now we're making one because 2 colonists died of starvation. Yep, this is how it normally goes for me. If you're playing this game for the first time and you're going, man, this is so hard. What's going on here? This is how it goes. It's supposed to be hard. It really is. All right, we'll have this guy go over and continue mining until the next soul here. Once I get this next soul, we'll get more supply drops coming up, and we'll get 4 more colonists to replace the ones that we lost, the ones that have been lost to us, and that will then allow me to get a biology lab going, which will then let me get some farms going, which will then let me get rid of some of these greenhouses so that I can continue to expand further out there. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that right now you can convert these greenhouses to refrigerators when they're no longer needed, and they'll stop producing food and they'll just become refrigerators for storing food, which will then allow you to store, I believe, 1,000 kilograms of food, whereas right now you can only store 400 total until you actually have one of those. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright, so we can get another launch going, and I intend on doing that. Alright. Large rockets, food, and supply crates, And then 4 colonists, 8 colonists. All right, let's get 4 colonists up here. That'll be enough to get me back over the 8 threshold that we need to be at to get our biology lab and stuff. And I might as well top it off with some agua. All right, let's Operation Fix My Big Problems. All right, our colonists are arriving, and we should be back up over the population limit that we needed. All right, and that has been built, so let's get this going here. Of course, I'm not making enough food for these colonists yet because I brought more up than what I had before. That is the way that cookie crumbles. Where did my astronaut go? Astronauts, where are you at? There you are. All right, I want you to build me a biology lab over here. I'm gonna need to give it some oxygen though, and some power as well, which is gonna be interesting. How much power does that take? 6. Oh, great. We don't have enough for it. Resume. So let me make sure that we go do that. Yeah, all the solar panels need repair maintenance as well. So let's come over here and repair, please. Repair and build. Actually, you know what? Build a solar panel while you're here. Do that first. And yeah, it's gonna be complaining about power. I know. Build that, please. Please build that. Thank you kindly. And then repair these while these guys spring into action. And yeah, that's spoiled our food supply a little bit, which is awesome considering how well we're only losing 1 per soul right now, so we're okay. The water is not okay. That is going down pretty significantly. So I'm going to have to build a recycling center. I was holding off on it for as long as I could, but it needs to be built now. And you build the recycling center right on the side of your cryo tanks. Now it pays to give your cryo tanks a little bit of room, because you can build up to 4 of these recycling centers on each side of your cryo tanks. In this case, I'm only going to be able to get 3 because I don't think I'm going to be able to fit another one on the left-hand side of it, because there's this mountain range here. But yeah, you want to make sure you don't put all your cryo tanks in a line together, because you do want to leave some room for the recycling centers, because the recycling works really well. As you can see, it recovers at least 10 liters per soul for each one of those, which helps out quite a bit. So you want to make sure you keep that rolling there. Fortunately, it does take a bunch of power, as you can see. So, and as the name of the game goes in the very beginning here, you need lots of solar panels and stuff. Repair that, please. Okay, so what do we have here? That is okay for the moment. I need to get some oxygen in this place. I didn't really want to put this here, but I have no other room for it at the moment. So, and it's the most important thing. So what I want to do, and I need some oxygen in here in order to use the biology lab. So I think there will be enough oxygen here for both of these rooms, maybe. I'm hoping that oxygen generator is good enough for right now. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 13, 14. All right, well, yep, the biology lab is active now, so there was enough oxygen going through there that I could do it. That's still, we're pushing the limits there a bit, I think. But now that we've got that, I can build, more importantly, some farms, which all take 2 power, which is awesome, because we don't have enough power. So solar panel, yet another one. Like I said, you're going to get really tired of building solar panels, and at this point, I can pop down a geology lab if I can get the room for it, and then we'll be able to switch over to geothermal power, which is a lot more efficient than the solar panels and doesn't require constant maintenance. And that will make life a lot easier, although they do take a lot more resources to build, as you might imagine. That is the next tier of power that we're going to need very, very soon. All right, so solar panels need repair. Farm, I want you to build a farm over here. Start building some farms down here. And while that is happening, you remember from the tutorial 101 that I got a lot of gypsum and clay, and why I was going off and saying that I needed this gypsum and clay for when I eventually got a biology lab. And now that I have it, I can go in here and start playing with genetics. And I want you to go repair that because we need all the things we can get right now. So what that means is I can come in here and I can say microflora genetics, and we get this little biology lab gene splicing area. So in here you combine several things together, and this tells you sort of what kind of yield you're going to get. These are used for the farm. Right now, without any microflora in there, it does 1 kilogram per soul. You can get this up to a maximum of 4 kilograms per soul, depending on the quality of the microflora that you put in there. So in my case, I come in here and I say I want cyanobacteria, I think is required. And I'll put some of the radiographic stuff which helps protect against radiation. And you see they've popped over to here, and I'm going to splice these together by hitting generate recombinant strain. And every time you do this, it takes a little bit of gypsum and a little bit of clay to do it. I think it's like 25 and 25 or something like that. So you have to, that's why you have to sort of manage your resources a bit and make sure you've done some mining along the way. And then basically from here, it's a whole lot of keep putting a couple, splicing some genes together until you get a very high yield microflora, and then you've only got 4 empty slots, so as you go along you're going to have to clear out, or 5 empty slots, I'm sorry. So as you go along you're going to have to clear out slots of things that aren't quite, proving their worth, and constantly managing that. And then every time you do, create one, you take 1 strain away. You can see this is how many strains you have. And every time you create a new strain you get 4 strains. So this one now gives me a yield of plus 1.0. So I'm going to take this strain that we just built, and I'm going to combine it with, say, this strain, and see if it increases the yield or decreases it. It depends. It's really it's a crapshoot, as gene splicing tends to be. I'll either get a better strain out of this, or I'll get a worse strain out of it. So it's kind of a trial and error, and there's no, you never know what exactly you're going to get. There's a random number going on in there a lot of times, so you have to just be, you just have to keep at it and see what you get for your troubles. All right, so while we got that going, what are we doing? 6. So I really, really need a geology lab as soon as I can get one here. But in order to do that, I need to get rid of one of these because these are gonna drive me nuts. So if I get another, in theory, if I build another farm here, that'll produce 1 kilogram of food, and then since that'll equal 2, then this guy can go away, and we can start to build out some more, or one of these guys can go away anyway. We can start to build out some more, get our geology lab going. All right, so we got that going. All right, so now that is working, I can close this off. And before I demolish this, let's just see what the food production looks like once this is no longer producing food, once the oxygen goes away in there. Also, let's see what our genes did. So we're up to 1.1 now. Okay, that's good. So if I combine this guy and this guy, and of course I combine these two at some point as well, but I'm just trying to see if I can, I'm trying to get a strain that has like all these colors in it, even though they're not all that useful right now. Let's do that. Biology lab is complete. Let's see here. Wow, we jumped up to 3.1. Excellent. Excellent. Wow, that was a great strain. Holy hell. All right, let's clear out some more room here. And I'm going to take those 3.1 strains and we're going to put them down here right now. At least 2 of them anyway. So 3.1. As you can see, it's now soil quality is increasing. And then another 3.1 there. So these should then go up to about 4.1 kilograms per soul that they'll be producing as food. And that will help out the colony quite a bit. Okay, this guy looks like he no longer has oxygen. Excellent. So, yeah, our production's going up now because I got those strains, those good strains. Excellent. Cool. So what we will do is demolish this area. Demolish that greenhouse since we're not using it anymore. And then I'll do a 4-way intersection. Well, I'll do a segment and then a 4-way intersection, and then we'll be able to build our geology lab, which we desperately need so I can get some freaking power. Some freaking power here. Actually, we need to get rid of this guy because he's going to block us from doing this. So let's get refuel and launch him. So we lost 2. You gotta be careful because I lost 2 beds with that. And I'm using some of these beds because we only have 2 of these here, which gives me 12. Alright, so we've done that. Let's get another straight hallway. And then that is the limit of my supply, so we'll have to get another supply run up here. We'll get another oxygen generator down. We'll get another solar power plant down, an oxygen generator, and then a 4-way intersection, and then our geology lab, and then we'll be good here. So let's do this. Alrighty then, let's get our large rockets. Let us get some, what did I need? I just need supplies, right? It's basically just a supply run at this point. Supplies, and I might as well top it off with some food while I'm at it, and water. Well, why not? Why not at this point? I could bring up some astronauts, but I don't really need astronauts right now. I will eventually, but not right now. Alright, our supply ship has arrived. Oh, I did have some supplies up there, huh? How about them apples? Our supply ship has arrived. Let us build a 4-way hallway right here. And then I need to build another solar power plant in order to do this. And in the meantime, we can get some more genetics going. So we got this 3.1 strain. I want to combine that with the 1.8. And then let's see what we get for our troubles. Hopefully something even better. That would be awesome. Alright, okay, there's my astronaut. Taking a long route, are we? Yeah, let's put this down. We'll put the solar powered plant down. Solar panel down, I should say. Over here. And let's get an oxygen generator and a biology lab going. So oxygen generator. So the other thing to note here is don't put an oxygen generator when you have a 2-segment thing like this. Try not to put an oxygen generator right there because it doesn't really work right. It works better over here from my experience. Just keep that in mind. Put that down. We'll get a put 1 segment next to it, and then that's not going to give me enough room. That's all right. That's all right. We'll put the well, actually, I can put it down here because there's not much room down here. So I'll put the geology lab down this segment here. I think that makes the most sense, even though it's going to kind of block my guys from moving around, and I do need to maneuver rocks into it. So it's, could put it this way. That would make more sense because I have to maneuver around it. Yeah, maybe we'll do that because I can always put a habitat down this section. if I need to. Alright, let's start opening this up to the oxygen, since we have an oxygen generator down there. And hopefully, I don't want to open it fully up yet because I don't want my guys walking through there, my colonists walking through there before oxygen has fully engulfed the area. So I got this, so we'll open this up to the oxygen, and then we can now open this segment up. There we go. And then we should be getting oxygen in here. Excellent, we are. Sweet. So now we should be able to build some geothermal plants, which I really desperately want because these solar panels drive me nuts after a while. And let me make sure I don't put them somewhere where... Okay, this is all pretty much empty space up here, so let's put them up here. And then we can start to get rid of some of the solar powers, solar panels, I should say. And we'll be good there. So this guy, I can start to do some research. I can upgrade my refinery, which means, which I didn't actually talk about, which up here, my refinery efficiency is at 65%, which is level 1. So every time this guy goes back and drops stuff off, I only get 65% of the resources that he picked up. So if you upgrade this guy through the refinery here, or through the geology lab, then you get progressively better percentages there. Never quite 100%, but you can get pretty close. So if I say upgrade refinery, oh, it requires 100 kilograms of ore and 3 bowlers. So this is where we need the ore, which I don't actually have because I didn't refine any. The ore is the red segments there, which actually, if I'm not mistaken, now that I have a geology lab down, I think I should be able to build the ore refinery. Where's my astronaut? There you are. I should be able to build an ore refinery now, I think. Let my astronauts repair all these things. Oh, that's oh yeah, we're low on colonists again. So that you see the little caution came up there? Yeah, that means that we're low on colonists. So I need more colonists up here, which means I need more habitats for them to sleep in, which I can put a habitat down here, which is what I was thinking the other day, or thinking a little bit earlier, I mean. So, ore mine. What do I need for that? Oh, I need a level 2 refinery for that. Oh, okay, so we do need to mine some ore first before we can do that. I need to get. Let's repair this over here, and then I need to get another. Whatchamacallit down. Another habitat. So let's do that. Let's build a habitat over here. Maybe? Oh, it's not going to let me. It's not going to let me. Okay. Alright. It's too close to other things. That's the other problem. Yeah, it's too close to that. It overlaps the refinery there. Alright. Well, we'll have to move around that. I'll need some more straight hallways on this side. I wonder if I can fit it in there or not. we're gonna find out. This is gonna be an experiment. Otherwise, I can put this up here. I can have one offshoot come up here and then have another 4-way hallway, or 2 offshoots and then a 4-way hallway, and then the habitat there. This is where it gets interesting because you gotta fit things in. Yeah, I have a feeling that that's not going to fit over here, right? Because it's too... Well, it'll fit there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put that right there. Not go too crazy with this, if I can help it. And I do want to refuel and launch this guy because we need to clear it away. We need colonists up here. And my power is okay for now because I got that geothermal plant. I do need the ore, as I said earlier, so let's have him come over here and get some of this ore, which is the red segments there. Alright, and my guys are springing into action, I should say. You come over here and you refine all this stuff. And there we go. Mine. Excellent. Excellent. There we go. Alright, so with all that said, that is mining up. This is going to be getting some oxygen soonish here, hopefully. Oh, this is getting ruptured all the time. This is why I waited so long for the recycling plants, because they rupture pretty quickly, along with the oxygen areas, the oxygen plants. This guy now has enough beds for colonists. Excellent. Let us get another colony ship up here. Alright, we got our large rocket going, and we'll get maybe 8 more. Yeah, maybe. I think I'm going to need 8 more colonists, I think. Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing. And then supplies, as many as I can get, and we'll take as much food as I can get, because I'm going to have to get some more food replenishment. Alright, back to Mars we go. Alright, our colonists have arrived, or are arriving as we speak. And that caution symbol should hopefully go away at some point here. At 14, okay, good, excellent. So we have more than enough for our purposes at the moment. Alright, and with that, I want to start converting to geothermal power. I also want to get this guy up and running. I'm going to need farms before I get too far ahead of myself. So let's build another farm over here while we're at it. And how is our genetics doing? So we got another 3.0 out of that. So I can get rid of this 1.1. And let's use this last 3.1 strain that we have and the 3.0 strain and see if we get even better than what we had. And cross our fingers here. Alright, this guy, have you refined some, or you have, but I don't know if you've refined enough. Let's try some more. Right there. And then we'll be able to begin our research into improving this refinery, which will then enable us to do other things, because you need a level 2 refinery for certain things. And this guy, I can take one of these other 3.0 strains, put that on there so that we get our food supply up to where it needs to be. And also in that same regard, since this guy is going to have, since we'll be making more than enough food right now for our colonists, I want to hopefully, if I see that, will you do it? Will you do it for me? Will you go up higher? What did our genetics give us? Another 3.0 strain. That's all right. That's all right. We're good for the moment with that. And are we making food now? Kind of. We're right on the edge. So let's make another farm, and let's put another. I'll make another farm here, and I'll put another strain, another 3.0 strain in it, and that should be more than enough to put us over the top. And in so doing, I'm going to come over here to one of these greenhouses that I'm not going to get rid of. I'm going to convert this one to a refrigerator, so that we increase our storage limit by another 400 kilograms. So we have plenty of food to hang around for a rainy day, as the case may be. And we'll put this other strain on there. So our soil quality is increasing. We're getting 4 yield on this, 4.1 and 4.1. This one will get us up to 4 as well once it increases up to that point. Excellent, and that we'll be making some food then, more than we need. Our water is going down a little bit, but we are good for the moment. I guess I could put another recycling center down, just for the sake of argument, because these crops do take a bunch of water, and we are at a deficit right now. So we'll do that very quickly. Put another recycling center on this side if it will let me. There we go. Excellent. And it's at this point that you're you can kind of rest a little bit easy. Because I don't have disasters on, I don't have to worry so much about the colony getting hit by asteroids and all those things, which does add quite a bit of interesting mechanics to the game later on when your colony gets blown away every so often by various disasters. But yeah, as you can see, this is how you go from the initial colony of 4 to a colony of 17, basically, assuming you don't lose colonists like I did, and you keep them well fed and well cared for, and you've got a biology lab going. And then the next time we'll look at the geology lab and also convert all of our power to the tier 2, which is the geothermal power. And also we can tell this guy now to return to the refinery, which will be in preparation for that, if you would kindly. There you go, return to refinery. Thank you. All right, but that will do it for this episode of Soul Zero. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you guys next time.